Can you handle being a trader? Hi, it's Charlie giving you today's video. Hope you're very well. And this topic is all about thriving on uncertainty. You see, we go through our lives seeking certainty in our normal everyday lives. We know that we go to school, we get educated, we go to maybe college or university, and we get some form of certainty from passing exams, mean that you get a certificate at the end of it. So you do lots of things that are right, which gets you above a certain pass mark, and you get a certificate at the end of it. Same in our working world as well. We go into the work environment, and if you do your tasks correctly, then you get paid at the end of the month, so to speak. And there's a lot of certainty in our normal world. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of uncertainty of other things, of what goes on in global affairs and stuff like that, but it's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is when you take that narrative and you go from a world where you know that if you go to work 5 days a week, that you're going to get paid a check at the end of the month, let's say, for the work in exchange for the hours that you're putting in. When you come into trading, all of that is turned up on its head. You have to thrive on uncertainty, because you can sit in front of your screens 5 days a week for 4 weeks and earn no money, and you could have done absolutely nothing wrong. You could have followed your trading plan to the T, and yet you make no money. You have winners, you have losers, and you end up making no money. And yet you've put the effort in. In any other walk of life, you would put that effort in, and there would be some kind of reward for it. So that's the main difference in trading to almost any other endeavor. I'm not saying trading is necessarily more intellectual than certainly other pursuits or other careers. Certainly not at all. But from an emotional perspective, it's one of the toughest things you're ever going to do, because you are going to be putting yourself up against the markets constantly, whether you're in front of the screens, as I've just said, for every day, or even if you're swing trading. Whatever the effort is that you're putting in, there's not always a direct reward that comes. The rewards come through perseverance and through sticking at it and having to put up with the periods whereby you get nothing in exchange for the inputs you put in. But if you keep going and going and going, and you keep repeating your processes, then the likelihood is that the rewards will come. One thing I'd add here is that there's an old line which I quite like: comfort is the enemy of progress. And so don't think that you're going to get comfortable, because trading never allows you to be comfortable. You have to thrive, like I said, on that uncertainty that we're constantly going to have in our trading world. We can do back testing and have strategies, of course, which give us an element of certainty, because they give us some form of roadmap to our trading and the plan that we're going to trade with, and it tells us how that trading plan has done in the past, to help us with how we're going to trade in the future. But there's still going to be trading strategies that fail in the future. Might have worked well in the past, and then they just start to deteriorate over time. And there'll be others that would just have drawdown periods as well. So you have to be able to deal with those drawdown periods and thrive, let's say, on that, in order for you to then trade out of those drawdowns and still be there when a drawdown has happened. So coming back to my original point, can you handle being a trader? These are the types of things that you've got to do. I always say you have to have a skin like a rhino. You've got to have a thick skin in order to be able to keep on taking the knocks that trading will give you. Just when you think you've got it right and you've just had a lovely big winning spell, you then go and have a series of losers, and it just makes you feel a bit uncertain again. We can't ever be certain in the markets. We have to thrive on uncertainty. There you go. That's my comments for this week, and I'll see you on the next video.